In 2026, e-scooters and e-bikes are very popular forms of transportation, but it's highly debated on which one you should buy. With the e-scooter being significantly cheaper than the e-bike, it's hard to tell which one you should buy for the price. But in today's video, I'm going to be fully breaking it down on if you should buy an e-bike or e-scooter in 2026.
Ain't nothing new. I'm trying to make an M at 21 and 10 at 22. You can't walk a mile up in my shoe. I ain't nothing like you. You can't walk a mile up in my shoe. You don't do what I do. I'm the living truth, the living proof.
But before I get into this video, guys, I just wanted to read you guys a quick verse from my Bible, like I've been starting every video off with. And in today's video, we're going to be going into my Holy Bible app, as you can see right here. And we're going to be going to Romans. Let me get there real quick. We're going to be reading out of Romans 8:11. And this verse is very good. I memorize it every time I go into a game of sports, and it's the Spirit of God who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. And just as God raised Jesus Christ from the dead, he will give you life to your mortal bodies by the same Spirit living within you. And what this verse is talking about is that the same power that Jesus got raised from the dead with lives inside of you. So don't be afraid to do what you love and do everything for the Lord. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so like I said, the e-scooter is significantly cheaper than an e-bike, which oftentimes makes people go for an e-scooter. But in my opinion, e-bikes are better for what you're getting. I mean, for what you're buying in an e-bike, it's just a lot more. But we'll talk more about the e-bike when we get onto the e-bike. Right now we're on the scooter, so let's talk about it. This scooter that I'm on right now is a NINEBOT E2 Plus, and it is a really good scooter for the price. Hold on, let me get over here. I need to put my hood up. My ears are freezing. But anyway, this is a NINEBOT E2 Plus, and as you can tell, it looks very good. However, this scooter does come with some things that are not the greatest about it. First off, and starting, most budget e-scooters do not come with suspension. Now for me, as you can tell, this sidewalk is pretty good. It's pretty smooth, right? But as you can tell, that road that I just came off of is not the smoothest thing in the world. So not having suspension where I live is kind of a big deal for me, because that makes for a very bumpy ride. And as you can just tell right now, everything's like wobbling. So that is not a great thing that this bike has. But what good things does it have? This scooter is something good that you can begin on. It's really good to ride, and it's very budget friendly. Coming in, I think this thing comes in around $300 to $400, which seems like a lot, but for what you're getting, it is a good deal. Compared to an e-bike, e-bikes do offer a little bit more, but for $400 an e-bike, you're going to be getting about the same thing. However, one bad thing that I don't like about this scooter, again, is that first off, it doesn't have suspension, and when you're standing up, it's a very bumpy ride, like I said, and it doesn't have the most power. So where I live, we have a lot of hill. We live in a hilly area, so it does not help when you do not have suspension. That is not the greatest thing. But, you know, for being something that you can start on, it's pretty good, you know. It offers a lot. It offers good starting speeds. This scooter gets up to 15 miles an hour, which seems pretty slow, but it's actually not too bad. So I'm gonna go over here because this scooter is not fast enough to go on the road. Once I get on my e-bike is, however, fast enough to go on the road. That is another downside. If you have a lot of main roads in your area, oh shoot, I'm just gonna walk with it. Also, if you live in a snowy area and you want to ride during the winter, I would not recommend getting an e-scooter. There are some e-scooters that actually are pretty good, but those do come in at a significantly higher price point, around $600 to $700. However, there are some budget-friendly ones, like the awesome L1 and cuter and G2. But for that price, you can get the same e-bike that I have. But again, let's not get too carried away on bikes. Let's keep in mind that we're on scooters right now. So, again, for what you're buying, oh my gosh, bro. For what you're buying, again, is not too bad, you know, because you're getting 15 miles per hour. I don't know the watt of the front motor. I also don't know the voltage of the battery. If I had to guess, it'd be around 36 volts. That's what I would have to assume. You don't get too bad of range. You get about 10, 15-ish miles, which isn't terrible. It does come with an app, so you can lock it, which is very nice so that nobody can steal it. That's really good though. That's something that my bike does not come with. You have to like manually take out the battery and crap, which kind of sucks. But oh my gosh, dude, this sucks where I live. I get so much snow and crap, so you cannot really ride an e-scooter. But I mean, there's a lot of pros of a scooter. But yeah, it doesn't ride bad. You got a good thing like a bell. You have a good brake. You got a front hub motor, which isn't good for wheelies, but you know, it works decent. Oh my gosh, dog. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of that. So honestly, I think we can swap over to the bike right now. Oh wait, there's actually one more thing that I want to say. E-scooters are significantly more legal than e-bikes, dude. E-scooters, if you get like an e-scooter, you will not have any problems with the cops. I literally just yesterday watched a video of a guy riding a Super 73 RX, and he literally got impounded on a legal bike. So mostly all scooters are legal. Mostly all of them are. I'm gonna be honest with you, because the power and stuff is significantly lower. But sorry, I'm going up the same street. I just don't want to go far because I'm not at the highest battery on this thing, and I do not want it to get dead, because that'd be a long and cold walk. But anyway, I mean, these are significantly more legal than bikes. And I mean, if you don't want to get impounded, if you don't want to spend money on a scooter or anything that'll get you impounded, I would not recommend buying a bike, because you're most likely going to get impounded. So yeah, we can swap over to the bike right now. All right guys, so now we're on the bike. One thing that I have to say, my mom doesn't want me going that fast. I'll just turn it up to high power and then not go as fast when I hit full speed. But one thing that I want to say about bikes, they're way more customizable than scooters. There's more things that you can do to bikes, such as seat covers. You can paint it. I guess you can paint a scooter, but I've never really seen that done before, and it's pretty hard. I mean, there's not really much of a frame, I guess. There's not. I mean, you kind of have like the board that you sit on, and then you have like your it's not suspension. It's like your I don't even know what you call it. Like, I don't even know what you call it, but you have like your, dude, I don't even know what you call it, but anyway, bikes are way more customizable. To start off, I know a lot more specs about this bike. This bike comes with a 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery, which is, I don't know the exact battery of my scooter. I'll look it up when I edit this, and I'll put it on screen right here. But, oh shoot, I would doubt that it would be 48 volts or 15 amps. I would doubt it would be that big. Oh my gosh, dude. Summer's gonna be so much. What is that? Is it wet? Yeah, it's definitely my brakes. That's my brake rotor. Anyway, yeah, I mean, this is a 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery. I get about 20 miles of range. I did a range test. I didn't film it because I didn't have my camera, but I got about 20 miles of range, and I still had a full bar left, which is crazy. I mean, considering the 10-ish, 12-ish miles you get on the scooter. I know I said 15, but now that I've been thinking about it, it's more like 12. But it's a lot more. And this thing does have suspension. That's crazy. That's good for where I live because, like, and it's cushy too. It's not like it's pretty good. You have well, not a dual shock, but you have dual suspension. You have a rear shock and front forks. I don't know what type of forks they are. I'm not really 100% sure, but they are good. They're not the best in the game, but you know, they absorb way more than a scooter. This can also off-road pretty well. I'm gonna go on some trails. I'll show you what it handles like. It's a short trail, so we won't be on the trails for long. But yeah, I think I'm gonna slow down right here. This is not a good idea to go fast on this. This is what my mom was talking about. But oh shoot! Oh yeah. See, as you can tell, this does way better than a scooter. I brought my scooter back here one time. I could not do it. Every time I went over a route, I was like, I got like a massage. It was bad. But as you can tell, I know it does not sound good, but that's just my light bumping up against my plate. My plate is not, well, my light is not secure. It's not meant for 22mm handlebars. Oh my gosh. But as you can tell, that's what you've been hearing this entire time. Oh, I just did a wheelie. Again, this thing has a lot more torque than a scooter, and you can go off the go with this thing. You don't have to like give a push start for a scooter. Like on my scooter, you have to be going a certain amount or a certain speed to get going. On this, you can just like press the throttle and go. I'll show you right up here because I have a stop sign. But you literally, with the press of a button, you can go. And this does go significantly faster. The scooter goes 15, like I said, and this goes 22 stock. I think the speedometer's a little off because this is legal. It does go 20. But just with a couple press of a button, you can make this thing go 28, which is crazy. Just with a couple presses of a button, you can jailbreak this thing to go almost 30 miles an hour, which is crazy. Like I said, the scooter cannot go on main roads because the main road that I was on the sidewalk of is the speed limit's around 25 to like 27. Most people go like 30 on that road though. I usually follow what the car in front of me is going. If there's no car in front of me, I go like 27, usually 28. But I mean, as you can tell on my scooter, I know there wasn't a ton of bumpy roads, but it was a brutal ride. And I know this does not look comfy, but it is way more comfy than a scooter. And as soon as you get on like here, this just feels like a joyride, dog. It feels so nice. I mean, for the price, this comes in, I know I didn't mention the price, this bike comes in at $680, so I just round up to 700 just to make it more simple, because I mean, depending on where you buy it, it'll be more, but I mean, yeah, in my opinion, I think the way to go in 2026 is to get an e-bike. That's legal. I don't encourage breaking the law or anything. I encourage, if you do get a bike that goes faster, you be supervised by an adult. My mom does have my location, so I am 100% safe. My mom knows where I am at all times, and yeah, so I'm technically kind of supervised. But yeah, in 2026, I definitely get an e-bike. Yeah, this is gonna wrap it up for today's video. I love you guys. Stay